Chapter 1, Lesson 2, Land and Water. Vocabulary in this section: landform, delta, environment. Land and water. Build on what you know. What is the land like where you live? Some Californians live on the coast and some live on hilly land. The state's varied lands affect where people live. Main idea: California's landforms are always changing. The land affects how and where people live. California has many types of landforms. A landform is a shape or feature on Earth's surface, such as a mountain or a valley. Landforms affect where people choose to live. California has two major ranges of mountains. The coast ranges are near the coast. Most California towns and cities are also in the low parts of these mountains. The Sierra Nevada is in the eastern part of the state. The Sierra Range has many high mountains. It can be difficult to live and travel in the rough, high land there. Fewer people live in the Sierras than in places with more level lands. Changing landforms. Long ago, volcanoes created many California mountains. A volcano is an opening in Earth's surface through which lava, ash, and gas can escape. Lava and other materials can build up to form mountains. Lassen Peak and Mount Shasta formed this way. Earthquakes also reshape the land. They can change the shape of landforms over the course of rivers. Earthquakes are caused by the movement of huge sections of Earth's crust. The line where sections meet today is called a fault. The San Andreas Fault runs through parts of California. People near the fault build strong buildings to stay safe during earthquakes. The effects of erosion. Erosion also causes landforms to change. Erosion is the wearing away of Earth's surface by wind or water. Over time, erosion carves out canyons and wears down mountains. Erosion created many of the valleys and mountain passes in California. A mountain pass is a low place in a mountain range. In the 1800s, travelers used passes to cross into California. What are the three forces that change California's landforms over time? California's landforms. If you look at the map below, you'll see a legend that indicates the state capital, a city, rivers, the state border, state's highest point, a volcanic peak, and the San Andreas Fault. Highs and lows. California's highest point is near its lowest point in Death Valley. Reading maps. About how far apart are Mount Whitney and Death Valley? Page 16. The Sacramento River. The photo above shows the river, which starts high in the Sierra Nevada. It flows down into the flat farmlands of the Central Valley. California's water. Main idea: California's rivers, lakes, and bays have many important uses. Rivers, lakes, and ocean bays have always been useful to people in California. People use fresh water for drinking, farming, shipping, and other purposes. They fish, travel, and enjoy sports like surfing in the salty ocean. High in the Sierra Nevada are two lakes created partly by volcanoes. Lake Tahoe, a freshwater lake, is one of the world's deepest lakes. Mono Lake is very salty, even saltier than the ocean. Salts wash into the lake from the land. When the water evaporates, it leaves the salt behind, so salt builds up in the lake over time. California's rivers. The Colorado River flows along the southeastern border of California. Much of its water is used for farming. The two largest rivers in the state are the Sacramento and the San Joaquin. These rivers meet and flow into a delta. A delta is a wide, flat area of land near the mouth of a river. The river delta empties into the San Francisco Bay. A bay is a body of water with a wide entrance, partly surrounded by land. California's long coast has hundreds of bays. Some have deep harbors for ships. Each year, ships move billions of dollars of goods in and out of the Port of Los Angeles and in San Pedro Harbor. Protecting land and water. Rivers, mountains, and valleys are all part of California's environment. The environment is everything that surrounds and affects living things. People get things they need, such as food and water, from the environment. To get these things, they may change the environment. For example, they cut down trees to make space for farms. Californians have worked hard to protect the state's environment. In the early 1900s, John Muir helped to preserve Yosemite Valley. Photographer Ansel Adams worked to protect the environment in another way. His photographs helped people appreciate the beauty of nature and encouraged conservation of the land. Conservation means preserving the environment. Review. What are some differences in the ways people use fresh water and salt water? Lesson summary. Natural forces such as volcanoes, earthquakes, and erosion create and reshape California's landforms. California's bodies of water include ocean bays and harbors, rivers, and salt and freshwater lakes. Why it matters. California's land and water affect where people live and what they do. Below is a photo of Margaret Owings. She worked hard to protect California's coast around Big Sur.